Right, you guys make sure you like this video and subscribe to Mike's, okay? Make sure if you don't subscribe to Mike, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
Well, I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him, make sure you do still. Best content coming out. You know how it is.
Hello and welcome back to another live, people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're smashing the likes and subscribing if you're new. Welcome back to From Out West, your favorite non-football show, where people always, for some reason, are in my chat wanting to talk about football, even though they're on none of the other bits of content when I do talk about football. Gotta love life. But another Tuesday night. Not great for some, but that's for other reasons. Elijah, given circumstances, other than the circumstances that just happened, how you been?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
There's a lot I want to say, but I'm not saying it for multiple reasons.
The thing is, I know one of the reasons because I can already tell, given what even the title of this stream is as well, because
yeah,
obviously there's a couple of conversations we've had,
and
stuff like that as well.
Yeah, you said you was watching my stream, so you heard me address what I thought about people who said what you said.
Yeah, I knew
allegedly.
you were talking about me. I know you was talking about me.
Yeah, I'm glad you knew. I'm glad you knew.
I was watching fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I know what you're like as well, so I know. Yeah, I know. I was like, that was about that. Yep.
Yep.
And you just said Elijah dressed up for a funeral.
I'm dressed up for work. Silly me, bro.
To make you feel better. Hi, Michael. We can see his forehead. That's probably the 20th time I've probably had this comment. Just this season, though. Not in my life. In my life, probably about 1 million times. But and that's not a pause, you twats. I was never going there. You thought of that yourself. So therefore, you're the dirty one. You're the dirty one. I told you, man, about these pauses. Do you know what's so funny? When I'm on here, I'm the one getting paused. When I'm on other communities and shit, I'm the one pausing everyone else because I'm not the one saying the most sus. That is the funny part I find about this. It's just I thought, by the way, at least have someone backing me up. I'm glad I said up, otherwise it would have been an ironic sentence. About the last clip I posted about the show a couple of weeks ago when I said duration, and everyone went for me in the comments, being like, "Why all of this?" No one has said duration before. Allow it.
It was a why, bro. It was.
I refuse to accept the why. But it is what it is. I'm outnumbered at this point, so who gives a fuck? It's just because football YouTube has got this obsession with pause, but me saying my man and big.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's that's why I just do it for the meme, because on the real, people say sus shit all the time that can be interpreted sus, but it's just not sus. But then they want to get on the next person's safety boards for saying something crazy and being like, "Hey yo," so I'm like, "All right, cool. If we're gonna do that, let's do that, innit? You know what I'm saying? We can do that if you want to."
I'm surprised my man hasn't been paused a lot more, despite the fact that it's integral of English slang.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
I don't say it that often, but you know what, big up isn't that one. Big up is a bit of a why for that, but stretch is a bit of a stretch. I don't think big up is just because you can say the word big and not meaning about that. You can just say big. You can't just say that word. It's fine, guys, to say. It's fine to say certain words, given the fact that not every time you say that word, it has to be in that certain context. So, yeah. I know you're talking about me, Elijah, Mike's beefing, Misfits fight. Hell to the fuck no.
It's not beefing. It's just niggas try to piss me off. Yeah,
I wasn't trying to piss you off. You pissed yourself off. Misfits fight. Hell to the no. Imagine that. I wouldn't even be able to fucking reach this. I still felt fun. Every time I go and meet Elijah, by the way, I forget how big of the difference is. I'm just like, bruv, I'm going to be at the lunch just before I arrive into your house. And I realize, holy fucking shit, we're standing next to each other and I've got to go. I'm trying to not look at you, to be honest with you, yeah, man. I'm just trying to look straight. I'm trying to be like, yeah. I have to keep going like this, like, oh, sister, oh shit. Try this again. Oh, it's fair enough. Where it's like, I think I go up to like your elbow or some shit, like, and genuinely, like, that is actually fucking crazy in itself. You're like, whole 2 feet fucking taller than me. It's embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing. Like, legit, standing next to this guy is fucking, like, horrifying. So I'm just like, bro, you're not the only friend I have that's, like, this size, but it doesn't get more surprising every time I buck someone like, similar size. Big up is what Yardies say. They just say it's sus. It's a proper Yardies, so Kashaka. That's what. But also, the big up is just not sus. It's just not sus. Elijah, would you do nasty things to Laura Woods? God damn, she's something.
I don't know who that is. Laura Woods.
That's a female sports presenter. She sometimes does the football.
Oh, is it? Let me see what she looks like. Which reminds me of the first episode we ever did.
Yeah, that's so true.
I don't know. Oh, she's engaged. Fair, shout out to her.
The internet was a meltdown, but she was engaged.
Oh, is it? Fairs.
I can't stand the internet, you know. It's like, why are you having a meltdown over stuff? I don't care how much you think she's fit. I don't care.
I mean, she's alright. You know what I'm saying? She's alright. Like, she's not ugly, don't get me wrong. She ain't ugly, but like, she's not like Billie Eilish, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's not that. But like, she's cool. She's cool.
I swear every week, by the way, Jay Simpson has a new woman for you to ask you, would you smash every week? Every week is someone new. To be fair, that first episode is up there though. That first episode is up there. We were literally like, do you know what's so funny about this show, guys? It was actually intended to be a football show, but it was like gonna go left at any point possible. So it's like it was gonna be football, then go left. It actually was meant to be like that. It was meant to be like a balance of both. When we just didn't even get onto football in the first place, because neither of us could even be asked then, and Tottenham were all right then. When we just started talking about like women and celebrities and shit, I was like, "Fuck the football part of the show." This went so well. It's like, "Fuck it."
Yeah, because that's why we have the fucking football clubs behind us. Because to be fair, we should probably swap the pictures. Because, I mean, we're getting relegated, but. No, honestly, just fuck football, man.
Hey, speaking of like fuck football, to be fair, that's why
I'm gonna be timing people out if they start talking about Tottenham. I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to send niggas to the gulag, bro. I don't. You know me, I don't even ban people. I'm gonna send people to the gulag this year if I hear about Tottenham. I swear to God. Especially for someone who knows that they're trying to piss me. If it's a random person, then I'll allow them. If it's someone who I know and you talk about Tottenham, knowing that like I'm pissed off and you're not supposed to be talking about Tottenham, I'm gonna send you to the gulag. Like, I don't care, bro.
Fair enough. I've never had to. I'm trying to think when it comes to like banning people in my chat. The only time I've really banned people for a footballing opinion is when, like, last year when I was doing regular streams and people kept trying to do Moist prop. I was just like, go fuck yourself, stop this shit. Because I think I was already like triggered as well because I was basically crashing out like every week. I was crashing out basically every week, so I'm like, all right, go fuck yourself, banned. And then people can ask a footballing opinion, like, sorry,
not even like Lopetegui prop or something like that.
No one has ever done Lopetegui prop. That's how bad he was.
Okay. I just assumed there'd be at least a couple people doing Lopetegui prop because I wasn't really paying attention to West Ham during Lopetegui time.
The only time I saw like Lopetegui prop was even like on Twitter, where I was Lopetegui out before everyone else, and people like getting onto me. Is when you might beat us 4-1 before that, Chelsea beat us 3-0, and I was like, okay, I'm out. I can't stand it. And then people were trying to get onto me, and then The only other time was like, debating like Lopetegui or Potter. And it's just like at the time I was like cordial with Potter until like he gets a preseason and people tried doing like Lopetegui. I was like, fuck Lopetegui. Like, and my whole brand at one point was just Lopetegui. That's what my whole brand of the channel was. That was like,
Fair.
I was Lopetegui out guy. And
Fair.
then after that, it just became what's the point of football? The height difference between Max and Elijah is daunting. When I'm out with you guys at the station, I thought, fuck, yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly.
Didn't even take my shoes off, by the way. I'm taking my shoes off now.
Fuck. That is probably the most daunting part about working your hours and doing a stream like that. So
Fucking
either way,
jarring. Got my big fucking AF1s on, bruv.
it's not like you work around the corner either. Like,
Nah, I work an hour away. So it's literally, I finish work at 7, and I work an hour away. So do the maths. What time do I get in, bro? If I get in when the game is starting, gotta watch this shit, man.
it's actually just jarring. I can't lie about what team you support. I will feel sorry for you if you do that because it's affecting your actual fucking life. Like, forget fuck the football, bruv. I can't lie. Let's be real. This was never going to be a football show. In hindsight, probably not. I think I was always finding obliged to not rebrand, but adding other aspects to the channel anyway. I think the summer series was the start, by the way, of trying to show more personality to the channel. When we started, and I think it was just before that, funny enough, when we started doing like, I think long time ago when it was like Prime trying to get like the prime time, sorry, because when I say prime, people might think I'm actually talking about prime. The prime time of doing a international football break stream where me and Menon would start listing off random stories about random shit. We used to do that sometimes. And that was the start of it. And then when it got to the 1K streams of me talking about my life, or the stream where it was the Q&A, where it was me, Elijah, Alfie, and Prem, and then we did the summer series, that's when it started to become, okay, I might want to add more personality to the channel as well as football. But at this point, I'm on my grind of football. I'm uploading daily and all of this. God forbid I upload daily now. Jesus Christ. I had a video for today. It was just a watch-along highlights. It got age restricted.
Damn.
I've said much worse on this channel than that video. All I did was call Uwatara a wanker. That's all I did. And I've said a lot worse on this channel. People know this. I've said a lot of bad stuff. Terrible stuff. Stuff I've even had to cut out streams. But
did that stream get monetized? I was going to ask you.
The stream that you're talking about?
Yeah.
That stream was still monetized somehow.
Mad. Yeah, crazy.
But with the stuff I was saying about Karen Brady.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. That was, that stream was still monetized somehow.
Fucking monetization shit is so jarring, bro. I swear to God. You know what's crazy as well? Even like, I know this is like shameless promo, but I don't care, bro. Well, I'm promoting. But even like the skit that it's gonna come out at 11, but like even the skit that I did, like it was a free beat in it that I used, and like I used it and I was like, okay, this is all cool. I then like not uploaded, but like you know how obviously you got to upload it to YouTube so it could process and all that, and you title it, all that kind of jazz. So like I was doing that because like I wanted to see what like the automatic thumbnails it would do. I was basically like doing stuff with thumbnails. The shit got copyright claim. I'm like, wait, what copyright claim? But it's a free beat. So I looked here and I saw the name and all of that. So that I copied it into YouTube. I'm like, this brother has 38 subs, yeah, and he literally just reposted the instrumental. Like he reposted the free instrumental and got like 100 views on the video, and he's getting copyright claiming my shit. I'm like, bro, I'm not, no. So I automatically spent like an hour reshuffling how I did the skit so like I would evade the copyright claim, because like usually I wouldn't give a fuck, but I'm not, if it was for the actual person who made the beat, then I wouldn't mind, because like they deserve their money, get paid. But not this random nigga with 30 subs, yeah, and 100 views because he just copy and pasted the beat onto YouTube and he gets paid. Fuck off. I'm not doing that. So I went out of my way to make sure people don't get paid, because YouTube's fucking copyright system is flipping ridiculous, man. People can get away with doing whatever the fuck they want, and it's fine.
That reminds me, like, we were talking about like a similar topic a few weeks ago, talking about the free beats and stuff. If the problem is with like leasing a song as well, that another person can make a song with that beat and we'll just copyright that shit when you upload the song.
Yeah.
And so even if you wanted to make money from it, you can only actually make money from streaming because you can't copyright something that's on streaming. It'll only be on YouTube Music and on general YouTube videos where you can. And that's gonna be a risk that I'm gonna have to take again when I'm doing music. But at the same time, that happens quite a lot. Like, so when I released my last project / whatever, about 3 of my songs got copyrighted anyway. And luckily I was quitting music, so I didn't really give a fuck, to be honest. But I basically uploaded a video where I put all the songs from the mixtape together. So I could just follow like an album so you can listen to it in one video. Yeah, 3 of the songs got copyrighted. In terms of like just claimed and shit. Not like blocked, but just normal claims. So it's very annoying. This is the music industry. This is the legendary music industry. Even the free for non-profit beats that you're allowed to use, they still get copyrighted. Very annoying, very fucking annoying, and that is the most jarring thing about it. And that's the thing with doing the video I was going to do today. It was just a watch along highlights. I was actually, funny enough, going to have 4 videos in a row this week for the first time in God knows how long. Because I've got a vlog coming out tomorrow, and I've got a video talking about football YouTube on Thursday. Funny enough.
Oh shit! Okay.
I saw Nick make a similar video today.
I just saw it recommended actually, yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, fair. I've got 2 videos.
It's kind of similar to the video I'm gonna make, but I'm just gonna title it "I'm sick of playing the YouTube game." I'm sick of playing the football YouTube game, and I'll probably make it an open mic episode. If not, then it'll be a bonus. But I will talk about that another time, just because I've talked about that so much on this show that it probably will drive people mad about the rebuild, about me talking about why football YouTube isn't that good anymore, and all of this. It's like, I just want to make a video just honest. It's going to be honest because I have a lot to say. to be honest with you, and I don't mind rebranding myself, as I've mentioned many times. And that's the thing. Now, another weird copyright thing that I just remembered that actually involves you. Remember the PSG Tottenham game, the Super Cup?
Yeah.
I remember when obviously there was the whole Chevrolet Donnarumma thing that happened. Obviously they just shot Chevrolet in goal, and obviously he conceded them 2 goals and stuff. And you VN'd me and whatever you like went for me in a video. I did like a jokey response. You called me a fat forehead N-word, and I put that in the thumbnail of like it bleeped, like it blurred out. And I'm like, oh, that's fine. And it didn't even get demonetized for the thumbnail. It got demonetized for me leaving the part in where I reacted to you saying it. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? It got demonetized for you just calling me that. So I had to edit that bit out. And I barely edit like videos I make on StreamYard. I didn't think I'd have to do it. But I had to cut that bit out for it to just be monetized. So even what was said in the thumbnail wasn't even in the fucking video anymore.
Damn, fair.
So, like, this copyright shit, I've never had to have a video really demonetized unless it's from a clip. So, like, there'll be a Cabins for Conflict clip where I'm going off. And it was, like, funny enough, again, after the Tottenham game where we lost 3-0 or some shit. That got straight demonetized because I said the C word about 3 times. But even though the C word doesn't get you demonetized as much, it's about repeating the swear word. So if you keep repeating it in a short amount of time, then it gets demonetized. And there was another video that got demonetized. Yeah. I think it was the Sunderland West Ham watch along highlights as well. That was the start of boxing gloves era mic. So every time I go on TikTok or YouTube now, people talk about the boxing gloves because I brought them out for the Wolves game as well. That watch along got demonetized. That watch along highlights got demonetized, but the watch along didn't. Doesn't make any sense. But I guess it's also to do with if you're doing that process of like trying to figure out if that's a swear when you got to go across 3 hours, so there's got to be something bad for it to get demonetized. Where if it's a short amount of time, it doesn't take as long to check it if you're actually clipping up into 10 minutes. Because I called, because I said multiple times that David Sullivan likes transition players. That was what got it demonetized, I'm pretty sure, because that was the worst thing I probably said in that clip. And that was still before the era of, okay, I'm not going to be as outrageous as possible now because of the implications it caused me in real life and stuff like that as well, which I haven't been able to hide, by the way. I had that. For the people that don't know, after West Ham Chelsea, I did too much. I went too off. I went too off in a stream, and it caused me a lot of shit in real life, to keep it blunt. To keep it brief and to keep it blunt. It caused me a lot of shit in real life. So I had to cut half that stream down. Half that stream has been cut off. And to be fair, I don't think it would get me in trouble just because, like, outside of personal life, because I've said worse things on YouTube. But it was that specific thing that I had to be like, okay, cool. I have to pat myself down. And then it was a case of, like, trying to control what you are saying whilst being angry on YouTube was something I've only been able to do in, like, September, October. It's just very weird how it works. It's just very weird how YouTube works. It's the whole demonetizing game. It's like I haven't really had to watch myself. That was one thing I remember when I was like trying to get to 1K. I was like, is my channel actually going to get monetized? I was genuinely concerned. About is my channel even going to get monetized because of the shit I was saying about Lopateki and Potter or whatever at the time before I hit 1K. I was genuinely concerned. And luckily it was fine. Of course it was. I remember having a discussion with other YouTubers just reaching 1K as well. And they had the same thing, but it's like, don't need to be really worried too much. They don't actually proper check. I think if they actually probably checked a bit harder, I'd probably still be demonetized now. If I'm being so real. I've probably made I don't know how much a total I made a YouTube. It's probably not that much, to be honest. I could probably calculate if I really wanted to try, but I guess I haven't really missed out on that much money. But it's always good to have that little bit extra to just about get you over the line. Right now, my channel has been carried by the fact that YouTube Shorts is getting a bit more money now. That is what my kind of little bit has been on. Like them extra 20p's, perf. Them extra 20p's. Good on YouTube, bro. Thanks for the extra 20p's. Give me more money, please. Mike's, my name is Jermaine. Can you could call me that if you want? Fair enough. I'm just gonna call you Jay. How much power are you lot having Rise of Kingdoms? What are you talking about? What does this mean? I don't know what this means. Oh, you want to sniff again? Hey, Mike's, it's a good thing YouTube can't censor you in real life. I mean, yeah. But I don't even think I'm that outrageous. Am I that? I don't think I'm that bad in real life anymore. Or am I?
I mean, he was in the stream you just mentioned in the title.
Yeah. Oh, the stream I mentioned in the title. Oh, of this video.
Yeah, he was bad in that stream.
I thought you were still talking about a different time.
No. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a couple of days ago. That's what I'm talking about.
That wasn't outrageous. But we'll discuss that.
He's still trying to check because he succeeded as well. That's why he's still doing it because he knows it's working as well. Like he knows. And it's like,
I can't keep my straight face here because you're gonna do your reaction.
I'm saying that he knows.
I can't keep a straight face.
It's like props to him because like he knows what he's doing and he's doing it well.
I wish I was a good rage baiter. I would have got you long time ago. If I was a good rage baiter, I would have got revenge time ago. Because if
you're not a good rage baiter and you're doing this now, Jesus Christ, bro.
No, I'm genuinely being serious. I'm being serious. Oh, fuck's sake.
Boy.
Oh, Rise of Kingdoms is annoying YouTube ad. See, I have premium, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I got premium too. I don't want chats, bro. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was confused. But I thought basically, I'm going to tell a little story. I'm going to try and keep it brief here. I'll try and keep it as private as possible. So I thought you was talking about, do you know, see around that time of the stream I'm talking about the Chelsea game?
Yeah.
I think I was in a call with you and Prime afterwards, and I was still drunk.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
I was still drunk, bro. I think, I was just being way too honest. I was so fucking drunk.
Hey, chat, he was talking his shit. He was getting his shit off. Well, I was like, you know what, fast, but he was getting his shit off. He was talking his shit.
I don't know if Prime remembers as well, but bro, I was angry. I just come off on fucking stream. And bro, that weekend was such a whirlwind for me. It was such a whirlwind. I'm trying to think, when did I get a trim? I think it was around that. The reason why I'm trying to remember that is because I got recognized after I got the trim, and I got recognized in that weekend. So was it? No, it was a week after. Okay, never mind. But that was, so the Friday was West Ham Chelsea. And that's when I did the stream at night, and I was getting pressed by Alfie and Prime by fucking doing the R&B. They were doing an R&B show. Rest in peace to that show.
Oh, rest in peace to all those shows. Fucking hell. My days, bro.
I was getting pressed because them man were about to do their show, and they were like, "Oh, when you home, Max, what's your stream? What's your fan cam?" I'm still trying to get home. I'm still trying to buy some Magnums, and all the fucking corner shops are closed. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna have to drink some ciders. I didn't want to. Obviously, that outrageous stream happened, and that got me in trouble the next day. In that same next day, I had to do my second ever rap battle against Nico Minso, funny enough, at the time when we were friends. And that also got me into some shit because of some of the bars I was saying that got me into a fallout. And I was like, I can't catch a fucking break this weekend. And then the next day was Carnival. And then I finally got my break. Sunday and Monday was Carnival. I finally got my high of the week. And I wasn't even working full time at that time as well. So like more than I was. So I was struggling quite a lot. That was a mad week. And I had to do that clash, by the way. I had to do that clash a little bit hungover. I was still feeling a little bit of the excessiveness from the drinking. And because a lot of them man in the community were watching my stream and be like, this guy is still drunk. Why is he shouting down the mic in his clash? It's because I'm just a little bit drunk. That's it. I invited you into my own home. I broke bread with you just for you to rage bait me. That was
yeah. We had conversations. That's when I lost it. We had. I don't even know if that was on camera or not, but we had conversations.
I think it was.
After, if it wasn't, it was. I don't know, because, yeah. That was a conversation I was also had off camera. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, because we actually we figuratively and literally broke bread in that on that day.
Yeah,
so yeah, that was conversations that was had because my own friends hate me, innit? So it is what it is.
Fuck's sake. You hear that, chat? Mike's is only honest when he's drunk. I'm not only, I'm just extra honest. I am myself, but I always say this. A lot of people have their own, like, modes of being drunk. So when, like, you get the people that are, like, overly emotional. You get the people that want to fight you for whatever reason. You get the people that are too happy. I feel like I am just me on, like, 10 plus attribute cards. Like the old FIFA cards you used to get back in the day. Them 10 plus attributes you can put on players and shit. I'm just that. So I will just shout more, as you man know. And I will say, I really don't think before I speak anyway, even though I feel like I do that better than most other people I know. But I have no train of thought. I am just going to say whatever. I will talk out loud like I'm thinking. So like, any thought that goes in my mind, I will say it out loud and not realize, oh shit, I'm actually not involved in the conversation. Someone just heard me say something without realizing. And then they're looking at me like, how many drinks have you actually had? Like, how many drinks have you actually had? Like, if I am in a happy space though, and I'm enjoying myself, I will be too happy. I'm gonna be like, hey man, thank you for bringing me out today. Thank you for this meet up. Like, big up to yourself, bro. Like, that's what I'm like. I'm fucking happy drunk. I don't think I've ever been angry drunk. That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing. Like, I feel like if I was angry drunk, I'd probably end up getting punched up somehow. Like, I don't know. Knowing me, I'm just that clumsy. I would end up getting punched up. On the show Alfie, when we watched your fan cam live, now I remember. Yeah, that was a dark time. Just because that was the first few months of the season. It's just me crashing out and people watching me crash out on their streams. Like, I didn't know that Elijah, Flawless, and Lewis were all watching my Sunderland watch along at the same fucking time. Because Flawless was only doing it on playback. I had, what's it called? I had no idea he was watching it until I did the show with him, where I was breaking down the backstory on my YouTube. That's still one of my favorite streams to do, by the way. And he was saying, I was watching your Sunderland. I was like, you as well? Because I click off my stream. I go into Elijah and Lewis's streams. And I'm like, bro, these men were just watching my reactions. I'm like, for fuck's sake. because Tottenham are already winning at this point. So it's like let's go and see what Mike's are saying. It's like, oh my days, I think in terms of numbers wise and YouTube wise, it peaked then. It's like it's been so funny. The first game of the season, the first 3, 4, 5 games of the season was when my channel peaked of the season, and it just went nyum. It just went nyum. But life goes on. Why is life so fucking terrible? At least the weather is getting better. Is it? It wasn't that good today. It wasn't that. It was sunny for like 2 days and it went back to be raining. But hopefully it does get better. Speaking of streams, when are you guys going to talk about the IRL? So, obviously on Saturday, me and Prem were invited to the E headquarters to do Imbro live stream. Went well. We were talking for 3 hours. That was just effortless.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you mean like in terms of like on the stream lasted 3 hours, but I guess for the whole time, because obviously Prime was an hour late in standard Prime fashion. Well, 2 hours late technically because he got to the crib at 5, so it was 2 hours late. But I mean, they were here, they were here. It was calm though. Like it's not like we did much. We just chatted for like an hour and a half. Then we went to pick up Prime, came back, chatted for like half an hour, then got on stream, chat for 3 hours, and then ate food and chatted for another hour, and then you left.
Yeah,
that was pretty much. Not even like we did any like crazy activities or nothing. Like we didn't play no, like we didn't use the PlayStation or we didn't watch any videos. We didn't do nothing. We just chatted and drank some Magnums, and that was about it.
Yeah.
So it was nice though.
For some reason, the Harlesden corner shop has the dirtiest Magnums. I don't know what that shop was on. Remember?
Allegedly, yeah. To be fair, I don't even go to that shop. I just went to that shop because there's more variety. I always go to the one next to it because I know the people in the one that we went to when Prime was there. I go to that one because like I just know the people there. But like the other shop is just there's actual like stuff there. You know what I'm saying? Because like me, I'm stubborn, innit? Like if I find something I like, I just get the stuff that I like. So I just go to the other shop because like they know me and it's like it's a lot more chill. I was like, fuck it, we're getting Magnums. We'll go to the big one. Safety pause, but the dirt on that shit was crazy. I had never seen that before. I can't believe it. It's on the inside of it as well. So how the fuck do you? Like, at that point, it's a problem with the fucking packaging. Why the people like put it together? How was it that dirty in the inside of a lid?
I've never experienced that. All the bags I bought from any shop, never experienced that.
Crazy, bro. I don't know how the fuck.
I thought it was the hallway stair. Like I thought it was some staircase that maybe was across or some shit. like I thought it was maybe that. But no, I was like, okay, let me wipe this dirt off my hands. I grabbed the Magnum and get another sip. I'm like, why are my hands getting dirtier? What's going on? Like that Magnum was dirty, bruv. I was looking at my face like it was kind of on my mouth a bit. I was like, what the fuck? I'm worth for that. Monster, thank you guys for a meetup. Sounded like certain man. I'm similar to you, Mikes. I don't drink, but I say a lot of things that get me into trouble. My miss says she can't take me anywhere. Fairs. I don't say things that get me into trouble. I just speak too loud. Actually, no, to be fair, there was one time where I did say things that wasn't meant to be.
Yes, no, I was gonna say, like, I was gonna let you get the sentence.
I just remembered.
I was gonna let you get the sentence off before I started calling cab. I wasn't gonna interrupt you, but I'm glad you stopped yourself because that's just a lie.
We talked about this before, yeah. But when we were doing Soccer Social, I was in a pub just before, and I don't remember why I started talking about this. I don't remember why I started talking. I don't remember the context of the conversation. But I made a colonization joke in front of old people. And they were probably colonizing themselves.
Well, yeah, what color old people?
White old people, I think.
Yeah,
there was white old people behind me. So I'm assuming it was them you were talking about.
Yeah.
I should. What is it? Too fucking. I don't remember what the I think it was like whiskey lemonades, bruv. 2 whiskey lemonades or some shit. one of them ones. I don't remember where it was. Maybe Melo will correct me. But it was two of them that got me drunk. I was like, yeah, I'm a lightweight. Fair enough. Big lightweight. That was what set me off. And I don't remember if that was I think it was the only outrageous thing. I was just speaking too loud for the rest of it. But I just kept like laughing too loud. It was like all the time, just like very over the top, which is typical me, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think the other times there's some videos at Carnival I'm watching back here where it's like we're vibing and I'm just moving mad of like just shouting when I know we're outside, but it's like if you're around me at Carnival and even if we're outside, everyone's making noise and shit, and then you hear me, it's like, who let this special kid come to Carnival? It's like that is what I'd be thinking if I heard myself at Carnival. Because apart from like dancing to tunes and stuff, I was like, every time I was filming something, I was moving retarded. But yeah, it's kind of mad stuff. Done like 6 exams in 2 days, got me feeling like Stephen Hawking. Fair enough. You've got to have your. He was original AI. In West, there was good weather. In West, there was good. Fair enough. Was it good weather in West? All day around 60 degrees and sunny.
He is a drug addict.
Man said he is a drug addict. Too much of E Studios, bro. Yeah, the headquarters. How long were you drinking a Maggie before you realized what was wrong with it? I was drinking for it for a while. To be fair, I had that same Magnum for a while. Did I have two? No, I only had one because I had one in my backpack pouch, and I didn't open it. So
yeah, you'd gone through most of it. I'm not gonna, because I had the bottles when I was throwing them away because I was cleaning up my room. It was only like a quarter of it left.
Yeah, so that's how long it took me to figure out what was going on.
But to be fair, it's not like you would like inspect the inside of the lid for dirt though when you open it. So it's like
it's dark lid as well.
Yeah, it's like it's not something you look out for. So like, I can understand why it took that long.
Yeah, like even at the start of me drinking it, nothing happened. It was only like later on when it was all three of us round, and it must have been like deepened inside of the bottle, which is disgusting. But that's what happens. That's what happens. I don't know. Bookie shop. Next time I come round to West, I won't go there. I will not go. We'll not go to that shop for a Magnum. Fuck you know.
Fair.
Fuck you know, bro. But that's usually it. When it comes to like bad alcoholic experiences, when it comes to like buying the drink, I usually haven't had that many bad experiences. I remember someone bought a fizzy drink once and it had a thumb in it. I remember this. I don't know why I had a thumb in the drink. I don't remember why I saw it, but there was a thumb in somebody's drink. It wasn't an alcoholic drink. It was like a normal fizzy drink. I don't remember what drink it was.
That doesn't make it better. It's a fucking thumb.
No, but I'm just saying there's not related to the alcoholic part. But I only remember that story now. There was a thumb in somebody's drink. I don't know whose thumb it was still to this day. I would love to know. But
Jesus Christ,
I would love to have this thing in life where it's like, I know obviously the closer we got to this, by the way, is like AI overview and fucking ChatGPT. But I'm talking about life here. Like, I want to have like this thing that can answer any question in the world, like some device here where it's like a stat, and you can like be, how many times have I entered this shop in my life, and it gives you like a stat. A total stat, or how many times have I had this drink in my life, and it gives you like a stat. Obviously, more interesting questions than that, but I'm just thinking of examples. I want to have like a device. I wish there was a device in the world that can tell you every bit of information like that. I
just realized, bro. Prime asked, bro. You was there. The fuck? How is he asking, bro? I just realized it was Prime that asked that question, bro. You was in the room. Like, what the fuck? You was right there.
I had the Magnums. I popped the Magnum open before he came to the studios,
I guess.
Be careful with some convenience stores, corner shops. Some of the drinks and snacks are there out of date. Some man try to scam you. Yeah, luckily that doesn't happen in like my local area. In my local area, I've never had a problem with no product. Like so, like my local corner shops has evolved over the past few years of like just being a normal fucking premium shop now. But there used to be 2 back-to-back corner shops right next to each other of like, and in between a bakery. Well, a bakery was in between the corner shops, sorry. But definitely money laundering because there's like 4 corner shops right next to each other in the area. There's generally like 7 corner shops. I only just caught there's 7 corner shops within 5 minutes of each other in my area. I'm like, why? It's a 5-minute walk. I could go to literally another off license just like down the road. That's all my area is.
They're all fucking fighting, bro. They're all fighting for your service, bro. It's like that housing as well, though.
The best one, though, there's a Turkish one. On Chadwell High Road, there's a Turkish one, yeah? And I say Turkish, the people that own it are Turkish, and the branding is Turkish, but it sells the same thing as everyone else does. It's just the only difference is with this one is 24 hours. That's the best part about it. It is a 24-hour shop. So anytime you can get alcohol, anytime you can sober up.
Yeah, that's clutch. That's clutch.
It actually saved me during Carnival, well, not during Carnival, at the end of Carnival. Because obviously I'm not trying to walk back home drunk. So I'm literally sitting outside the fucking bus stop, buying a couple water bottles, just drinking them just so I can be sober before I go home, because it's not far from where I live. I'm literally just like, oh yeah, boss man, another bottle. And it's not 1 a.m. like, it's like, no, it's not 1 a.m. And I had to do this for the first day of Carnival as well, where I had to get up in like 5 hours because I'm like, bro, we're going to go again. There's 2 days of Carnival. Like, I didn't want to sleep, to be honest. I didn't want to sleep. I was too like, it was my first Carnival, so the adrenaline was like,
oh, my days. I got you.
I was like, oh, my days, the days ended, but tomorrow, it's another day. How could you have only 2 days? That's ridiculous, you know. Give everyone a week off, man. How cold that would be.
The week? You would be bored as fuck by the 4th day.
Bro, no, I would not. Music and alcohol, I would not. That's the only time, though, I want to drink, though. Like, I don't want to, like, excessively drink anymore outside of something like that. Where I'm a 1 beer drinker now. I've said it multiple times to people. Every time I go somewhere, one drink, and then I'm off. I didn't know how much Mike's had drank of the Dirty Maggie. So that's why Mike's bought water to sober up. I always bring water with me. I'm trying to stay hydrated. It's a very common thing to have. Very common thing to have. I just want to be hydrated. Because I used to, like, I'll say years ago, I was not taking care of my health. I haven't really been taking care of my health properly until like last year. But before that, I would say like 2019, I didn't drink water at all. It's mad. It sounds bad, but I wasn't drinking water at all. So I was genuinely like dehydrated most of the time, throwing up because of that. That was the last time I threw up without a hangover. Like, I can't remember the last time I threw up before that without being hungover. Usually it's just alcohol. I was genuinely made myself ill from not that dehydrated. I was laying down on my bed trying to record music. I had to take a break. I actually have to lay down on my bed to like recover. So I was not taking care of my health at all. So only in 2019 was I start drinking regular water. It's like, it's so dumb. It's like the lack of discipline I had. Genuinely horrific. So bad. It's just basic common sense. It's like, just take care of yourself. I feel like even people that are like 12 years old, 11 years old, that are being like forced to drink water are genuinely just more disciplined than that version of me. And I was like 16. So the only time I'm drinking water is like when I'm playing football or something. It's like, why are you only drinking water when you're playing football? Why are you only drinking water when you're doing exercise? Drink water. Genuinely just drink water. Now it's basically the fucking main thing I drink all the time. There was a point though, in like lockdown though, where I was just drinking water, then like an odd cider, like when I'm watching a football game. Like at this point I'm in lockdown, yeah. It's like when the second lockdown. So like end of 2020, going into 2021, I'm actually getting fully back into football again. Every Champions League game, fucking cider. All day I'm drinking water. So you know how many times you have to piss when you're just drinking water and fucking alcohol? You're pissing like at least 6 or 7 times a day. You are legit just drinking that amount of times in a day, and pissing that amount of times in a day. It's like I'm half the time I might as well just chill in the fucking toilet. Because water and alcohol is literally like the 2 drinks that will make you piss the most. Just straight through. I had a friend though that like a lot of men are different when they can't hold their piss when drinking alcohol. A lot of men are different. Me, I'm experienced enough so where I won't piss myself. I've never have done, never will. But I know people that blends are so weak. I was one of my local friends, back in the day friends, talking like 2020, 21, where we've just had like a few drinks of Championship after Canary Wolf. My friend was so fucking bladdered and has the worst like pressure ever. This guy literally got off the train to go to get off, like got off in the middle of the journey to go have a piss on the train station. So fucking then get the next train. There's not even a toilet in the train station. There's not even a toilet there. You might as well just wait with us. He's risking public indecency because his bladder was that fucking shit. So he could get the next train to come with us. So we had to wait for him for the next train just to meet us at fucking Stratford at the time to go to Canary Wolf. He's like, how bad can your bladder be? Like, I'm bad. I'm not that bad.
I feel you on that. Oh, it's sometimes sometimes you just gotta let that bitch go. I ain't gonna lie. I've been lucky enough to where like I haven't really had to like piss outside that many times, but yeah, sometimes you just gotta let that shit go. The question I wanted to ask though is like, how much do you have to drink in order to throw up? Like, I've never been in danger of throwing up from drinking.
Oh, to be fair, it depends on the person. Like, I can throw up quite easily. Like, I'll be honest. Like, as soon as I'm drunk, I'll throw up. A lot of men will be at my state of drunk and will not throw up. Like, we're just built different. I don't like. I would at the point of me being in a state, but I'm actually just drunk. I don't know how many drinks I've had because I'm drunk. So it's actually very difficult to actually decipher how many drinks will take you to throw up. Like, I've basically always thrown up when being really, really drunk. As I said before, Magnum is the only drink that I can have excessively that hasn't made me throw up. And I don't know why it's Magnum specifically. I always thought that Magnum would make me even more drunk. Or more drunk than other drinks. I had burned too much rum once. Straight as well. It was on a stream, funny enough. I didn't throw up on stream. But it was my... What birthday was it? Melon was on the stream. It was my 21st birthday. My 21st birthday, 2024. I was just... bro, as soon as I turned off the stream, I was throwing up.
Yeesh.
And I was throwing up for like 6 hours the next day.
Yeesh.
And I was like, okay, this is the last time I'm going to drink in my house. Because that was like a year off. Oh my god, the conference league was nearly 3 years ago. So yeah, before that, I'd had too much to drink with the conference league time as well. I was drinking way too much, and obviously, because I was drinking I was 3-day celebration times. That's what we're talking. We're talking 3-day celebrations. That's what we're talking about. You understand? We're starving out here. Like, not to bring it back to football, we're starving. We didn't win a trophy in 40 years. So let alone fucking Tottenham's fucking drought. We didn't win it. They were trying to make it. Oh, you didn't win a trophy in 60 years. No, you dumbasses. That was European. In general, it was 40 years. So all my life, I'm like, I've never seen anything. I'm celebrating for 3 days. I'm throwing up in my own house. I didn't have any football friends then. I had 0 football friends. I had no one to celebrate with. I don't have any West Ham friends. This might be a surprise. I don't have any West Ham friends. I literally have 0. Like, I haven't had a West Ham friend for like 7 years. I don't talk to anyone about West Ham. Okay. Yeah, I don't talk to anyone about West Ham. So, like, in terms of a West Ham fan about West Ham, I would say, yeah, I forgot what I was going to say, but yeah, it's been 7 years. But it varies with the person how many drinks it takes you to get drunk. Anyway, a lot more people can handle it. I generally can't, which is why I stopped excessively drinking. Which is why the last time I threw up drinking was Northside's leaving due, and I told a story about me getting ditched in South London. That was not a fun time, to say the least. Just throwing up outside of a park, well, not a park, outside of a block, right next to a club, with the Uber driver nearly ditching me and then throwing up in Jay's house. Brilliant stuff. I'm surprised Jay was so calm about me throwing up on his floor, but he was just trying to help. Just trying to help me. I guess Jay is if there's anyone that can understand being drunk, is Jay, but still at the same time, yeah. By the way, Jay is. You see me with Jay drunk, bruv. If you're the sober one, good luck. If you're with Jay and he's drunk and you're the sober one, good luck. Good luck, bruv. Good luck. This guy's the most social person when he's drunk. He will interact with everyone. Me and him and Lewis went clubbing, interacts with everyone. He's just like, he pretended like everyone he knew, he's known for like all his life. And the thing is, everyone in there is cool anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just like, bro, this guy's talk. I swear he's spoken to every single person. Every single person. Like, he's like, he might as well be famous. That's mad. And there was a toilet on the train that was in the underground. The Elizabeth line doesn't have any stations with toilets apart from Liverpool Street, like in East London anyway. Beyond Liverpool Street, I don't know if there's stations with toilets. I'm not too sure. I think Tottenham Court Road might have one. I could be wrong.
Only the trains that go like hella far for hella long have toilets on the actual train though.
Oh yeah, on the actual train there's no toilets.
Yeah, like all the London trains won't have toilets on them, but like the ones where you gotta go for like an hour or some shit, then yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I was very confused on why my friend got off at Ilford. I think my friend got off at Ilford, and he went for a piss, and I'm like, "There's no toilets in Ilford. There's no toilets at Ilford Station. So what is this guy getting off for?" Like, I think he went to piss in the station, just in a corner somewhere, and that's so risky. So risky. It's like, why? It was either Ilford or one of the new stops. Drunk IRL stream. I am down. But I wouldn't be getting too drunk. I don't need to. But if you give me like 2 drinks, I'll be waved enough to be entertaining for content. Put it that way, and just saying random shit. But it has to be, something specific. But I am down. I think that would be funny. It'd probably have to be at my yard though.
I don't think it would ever be set up, to be honest.
I think at my yard it could be. But it kind of depends where everyone's situations are, let's say, without getting too into off-camera stuff. Tottenham Court Road does, yeah. That's the thing. So like Liverpool Street, I know there's a toilet there because as I went to college in Shoreditch, I used to go to Liverpool Street all the time where the trains used to end from Shenfield to Liverpool Street before the extension of the Elizabeth line. I remember always having to go to the toilet before having to like just go train because I'd have to hold my piss for like half an hour. Because the trains used to be long from Liverpool Street to Chadwell. It used to be 30 minutes. Now because there's more stations to the stop, it takes like 20. Because you have to get to Central and West as quick as possible if you actually want to take the full Elizabeth line. When it used to be just in East London, longest train of your life and the most packed. Now it's actually better, given there's more stops. You'd like to think it'd even be more packed now, but it's not. It's not because the train is always going to the stops people want it to go. I do miss the old Elizabeth line in a way. At the same time, I fucking don't. Big up Max and E. Nice to see streams where you man are free from being forced to talk about football. I mean, yeah, that's why we have this stream. That's why we have this show specifically so we can be free from the norm. Because otherwise, bruv, you know what it's like for us specifically. You know when you're doing content on a regular basis? It gets mind-numbing, man. It gets mind-numbing because you keep repeating yourself. There's a reason why I don't do regular lives anymore when it comes to after the game this and after the game that. What the fuck do you want me to talk about? What the fuck do you actually want me to talk about? Oh, yeah, this problem happened today. Yes, I've said that 20 times this season. And cool, I probably could have done streams recently based on the fact that West haven't been on good form, for example. I don't think the streams would have lasted long. The problem is, if you're streaming, ideally, I would want it to last at least more than an hour. If I'm doing a thing about the game, the problem is, by the time I actually end up talking about the game by the end, given the frequent regulars I'd get in my chat and the amount of interaction I'd get in my chat, it would be lucky to last 45 minutes. So, which is why the last time I probably did a live match reaction, I think was in November. Or, yeah, it was like November-ish. That was the last time I did a live match reaction. Which is a long time ago now, but
Yeah.
kind of is what it is, bruv. It is what it is. Like, what do you want me to do about it? What do you want me to do about it? It's like, there's only so much you can talk about. You have to just keep it fresh. I generally, like, as much as the channel has, like, fallen off due to the fact that lack of football content and fallen off due to the fact that, obviously, football YouTube has moved on. It moves on every, like, 6 months, to be honest. But at the same time, I think people wouldn't have enjoyed my content anyway, given me doing that type of content. I think what the content would have become was just spam comments about the game, kind of trying to, like, comments trying to be funny, comments trying to banter about the game, or comments for the hot takes. And cool, it could have been me bouncing off that. Again, I think it still would have got repetitive. I don't think people liked it based on the fact that you know my opinion already. You know my stance already. I'm too real to be like, to try and be forceful in trying to spice up a new opinion, a new way of saying the same opinion, sorry. Like, you know exactly what I'm going to say. You know exactly that I think that West Ham that I'm negative and West Ham are this and that. There's only so many ways I can say it. Which is why the match reactions are the way they are. I find myself in the middle of a match. If I'm being so honest, if I'm being deadly honest when it comes to doing YouTube, when it comes to doing fan cams now, I could find myself summarizing the game in at least 3 minutes. And the reason why it even goes on longer than 3 minutes now on fan cams is not because I'm trying to stretch out the video, because some of my fan cams will be 6 minutes. It's because I'll end up talking about hypotheticals and scenarios because of the game that's just happened, or because of the consistency of a player or whatever. I could probably sum up a game in 3 minutes. And I don't know why that is anymore. I think I might just be running out of things to say. Or with the fact that I'm so used to doing short form content as well, that I'm so used to just summarizing. That's what it might be. The getting used to doing the format of short form content is probably ruined trying to do long form content. And it's also, you can't really blame anyone but the system of making content now. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of people are getting... Is the phrase bang for their buck? Is that a phrase?
Bang for their buck is a phrase, yeah.
Okay. A lot of people are getting the bang for their buck from short form content of the equivalent of doing like a 3-minute video, max. It's the same as someone doing like an hour, 2-hour stream. Whether it's money-wise, view-wise, retention-wise, or the equivalent of whatever the numbers are view-wise compared to the followers they have, a lot of people are getting the same bang for their buck, which is what's probably ruined the game of doing long format content. Because if you could do and get the same benefits and reap the same benefits of doing shorter content, it's kind of not as beneficial for the creator looking at that, because then you can't help but compare yourself to other creators. But also, some of the audience attention spans, obviously not, people are going to stop watching streams. People are going to stop watching video essays. But from a creator aspect, they're going to be constantly comparing. So you're going to be looking at it and be like, some content creators are going to be even more demotivated to make that type of content due to the fact that a lot more people are benefiting on short form content. Also, a lot more people just suit short form more than long form, and the other way around as well. I find myself suiting streaming, but it's getting to a point of where my audience can be at constant, like, rapid response rate. And getting there is very difficult. I do feel like I can carry a stream, but if you're not, for example, I'm gonna keep being honest. Fuck it, I'm saying things that really didn't really want to be saying, but I haven't seen progress. I have not seen I've been doing streaming for 2 years. This is not 2 years worth of work. In terms of like number response wise, it is not 2 years worth of work.
Mm-hmm.
It is 2 years of being
Stagnant.
overtaken. Yeah, stagnation and being overtaken.
Yeah.
And I know why it has. I know why it's that. There's multiple reasons why, but it's nothing I can really fix. Some of the things I can fix. Some of the things I can't. The club you support plays a part. The thumbnail, I would say the thumbnail branding of the channel plays a part, but I actually think thumbnail in football live streaming content is a bit of a myth. I generally think it's more title based on my experience of streaming. My thing is more bit of current events and titles that have just done the best, rather than the actual thumbnail itself. But my thumbnails aren't great anyway, so it kind of doesn't make a fucking difference. But it's also the type of content that people want to watch, where football YouTube's going, the popular, whatever's popular at the time as well. I'm refusing to cooperate with that and do your own thing. Because it could go two ways trying to do your own thing. It either really benefit you or really not benefit you. And it hasn't benefited me. The thing is, if you're any normal YouTuber that came through the way I came through in this space, what they would have done is made sure that they kept their bigger name connections alive as much as possible and try and get them for more streams. And also try and do a show with them. And try and capitalize off them so that they can be integrated in that circle and they can be asked to go and stream to that circle and do this and do that. That's what a lot more people would do. And a lot more people would capitalize on the current event, probably do a stream because of this game that has nothing to do with their team, do a video of this game even though it has nothing to do with their team. YouTubers that came through my ranking, like the way I came through, probably would have done that. They probably would have made videos like that, probably would have made streams like that. But also, a lot of these people support clubs that are more relevant internet-wise. And just in general, but internet-wise specifically, because we're talking about the internet. The West Ham shit is like, cool, it's held me back because there's not many West Ham fans in this specific part of the space. A lot of the West Ham channels, guys, are not on panel shows. Only Lawless. Only Lawless are on panel shows. An occasional Nicky appearance. Very occasional. But the West Ham channels do their own thing. They're in their own space of being in West Ham, being in the West Ham space. I'm not in any space, realistically. I'm not in a space. You know, I've actually... The last time... I can't remember the last time I was on someone else's channel. Apart from Saturday. But that was real life.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I was on someone's channel. That's not a bad thing, by the way. It doesn't matter. But I'm saying I'm not in a space. It happens. This is why stagnation has been stagnation. I'm behind even in my own space. I'm behind even in the YouTubers that have been doing the YouTube for as long as me. For YouTubers that have got similar subs to me, I'm behind everywhere. I may have 1.63. It has not benefited me whatsoever. It has not benefited me but the odd 20 quid, the odd 60 quid, the odd 100 quid. Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to, because it's been a while. Capital Conflict, AJ. That, like, I couldn't tell you when the last one was. We tried to get an episode together. Don't get me wrong, but everyone's busy. Everyone has their own time, and that's been the major problem. Which is why I've had to delve into other spaces and dive into trying to be the forefront of that space, or trying to be the forefront of other space. You gotta just see if something sticks in this space, man. You gotta see if something sticks, and that's the fucking truth of it.
Yeah, I feel you on that. To be fair, I don't know. It's weird because there's no real blueprint on like what to do and like how to move it. It's different for everyone. So like, I don't know. It's not to say that you shouldn't listen to advice from people, like just in general, but when it's something as fluid as YouTube, where there's not really a set way, sometimes listening to advice on how to grow a channel isn't like the best thing to do. You know, because I mean, you should always listen to everyone because everyone has Okay, how do I phrase it? Not everyone has positive things to say, but there are always going to be positive things for you to consider when you're going across your own path. And
Mm.
YouTube is no different because there's not really a set formula. There is a formula, but it's not. It doesn't work for everyone because it only works for people willing to do certain things in order to get there. And it's not something that works for everyone. So that means if it doesn't work for you, you got to create your own formula. And
Mm-hmm.
what usually happens is you go through rough patches or you fail. To be fair, like I don't think it's much of a stretch to say that with like YouTube failures as of right now, I don't think that's too much of a stretch to say. But you fail, you try things, it doesn't work out, you venture into other things, and if you're able to carve a path, then you carve a path and you lay the foundation of how you was able to do it, and hopefully others can follow the blueprint, and then it becomes a new blueprint, and it's just cycles, isn't it? Things are just gonna change. We had like a boom of football content, and now we're kind of just like slowly going down in terms of quality, amount of YouTubers that are around. The new wave of YouTubers coming in, everything's starting to like slowly shed, and a new era is gonna be around in the next couple of years. So more time, we're just kind of. I think this is just like a growing pain period for football YouTube. So
Yeah.
everything's just kind of in the shit, to be honest. And it's just gonna be who's gonna be left. And again, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see who's left. But yeah, there's not really much to do because obviously if you're not on channels, you're not known. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, you want to be known, but you don't want to have to feel like you have to be on channels all the time. And you don't want to go out of your way to go on channels because if you sacrifice your own time to go on channels, especially if it's inconvenient, they're not going to give you the same leniency all the time. And your efforts will sometimes go underappreciated depending on who you do things for and all this kind of stuff. So it can be a very lose-lose situation depending on what you have to offer and who requires your services. Because at the end of the day, if no one asks you to go on their stream, then you don't go on streams. You could be the most entertaining person ever. If you're not asked to go on streams, you don't go. And if there's just not a market for what you're selling, then you got to change what you sell or you go broke. And that's just what it is. Like YouTube is a currency, like viewership is a currency. And people are only going to watch you if you have something that they want to consume. You know what I'm saying? And that's the game in it, especially for a West Ham fan. It's difficult to always have content that people want to watch outside of the West Ham community because no one cares as much. Like when you're a Tottenham fan, it's difficult unless you're relevant for like a certain period of time. Nobody's really gonna be checking for you. Like even last season, and even it wasn't up until the North London derby really, where even though Tottenham was still losing games and dropping points, no one cared. You know what I'm saying? No one really gave a shit. It wasn't until the North London derby where people started paying attention because it's like, okay, you're actually very close to relegation, and now we're gonna get relegated, so people care. But like everything is just in cycles. Like it's very hard for if you're talking about strictly football, it's hard. It's harder for West Ham, but like it's hard for Spurs as well to constantly be relevant if you're not already a known name and you're not going on panel shows and all that kind of stuff. So like it's difficult. It's not impossible, but it is difficult. And when it's YouTube and there's no real way to make it, you just either make it or you don't. Sometimes it just gets frustrating because it's like even when you're saying about streaming, it's like we're streaming all this time and it feels like there's nothing like progressive about it. And I hear what you're saying, innit? Because like in a weird way, I felt that way as well. In terms of like numbers, like in terms of numbers, I've had like more consistent highs, but in terms of like overall, it's not like I've gone from streaming from like 15 people to like streaming with 50 or 60. Like I'm still relatively the same, but I see more people coming back and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. It's weird because it's like if someone generally asked me for advice, I'd say I don't know because I don't. Like I don't know what works. I know some things that work for me, but it's like I don't know what works for you or for AJ or Alfie or whoever wants to make content. So I don't know, because YouTube is just that kind of game, and it's cutthroat. People be lying, people be fake, or people be real or authentic or whatever the fuck buzzword you want to use. People be discriminating, people be fair, people everything on this fucking site, because they allow you to be that. That's the way the game is played, isn't it? If you want to play the game, play the game. I ain't got a problem. If you don't want to play the game, then boy, if you make it, congratulations to you anyway. And even if you play the game and make it, congrats. But congrats to those who didn't play the game and make it, because that's difficult, bro.
Yeah, and I was contemplating this during my watch along. I was contemplating quitting streaming full altogether. I'm tired of it sometimes, and it's like I just don't. It's because there is no format. It's because there is no formula that I sometimes just think, what's the point? The reason why I sometimes just think, what's the point, is because like I'm getting low live viewers. I'm getting low live viewers now. I get low live viewers on watchalogs now, and they do well total viewers wise, because people go and watch back on watchalogs and whatever, because they are the most popular. When it comes to videos, I didn't. In fact, my fan cams don't do well regardless of whether we lose or win. And then as soon as I talked about we could relegate Tottenham, it got double the views instantly. Like when I did a video after the Palace Tottenham game, talking about we could relegate Tottenham, it got double the views, because that's the format now. Talk about other clubs. It's a weird fucking formula, but it works. And it's not what I'm going to go down, but that's why if I do talk about football a bit more on the channel and West Ham do go down, for example, it'll be more general content as well as West Ham. It'll be more other stuff. And just general football content if I'm doing other football content as well, and like just different ways of tackling it. But it gets frustrating. It gets frustrating because it's just like, what the fuck am I building? I think it's even worse because, like, if you do anything like this, for example, I've done YouTube and music basically. The total of me doing YouTube and music, I've been doing for 16 years. When I really deep it. So, writing music, recording music, doing YouTube, trying to start other YouTube channels, me still doing music on YouTube. I have not took a single break from doing any of those things in 16 years. I have started writing. No, not 16 years. That's wrong. 13 years. I probably started writing like 2013. And then as time has gone by, I've not took a single break from any of those things. Writing music started then. Kept writing music. Started a YouTube channel 2016. My first ever YouTube channel. Blah, blah. But still writing music. 2018, 2019, I quit YouTube. Started doing recording music. Went to college. Kept going. Quit music 2021. Did a YouTube channel. And started this channel. Came back to music last year. While still doing this channel. It's been ongoing. When you do YouTube or music, you have to prove people wrong all the time. You have to prove, because you have an outside ambition of not conforming to just doing the thing that everyone else is doing in life. You have to prove people wrong all the time. You have to prove people wrong that are close to you all the time. People that don't like you all the time. And the reason why this gets so frustrating as well is because I know other people maybe aren't like this, but I am. I'll happily say this. I am. I'm going to say this. A big reason of why I'm still doing this is to try and prove people wrong. And the most damning thing about it is you don't even know if you are going to prove those people wrong. And they will live happy knowing that they were right, even though they weren't right for those reasons that they said. That is the problem I have. That's the truth of my problem, anyway. But we keep putting our head in the sand looking for gold, bruv. Fuck it, I don't. Bad. Is what it is.
I hear what you're saying. To be fair, I've all my efforts to be recognized for the content I made was it was all fucking acknowledged already. So like I'm not even doing it to prove people wrong no more. Because in my mind, like, not to say I made it or anything like that, but what I was searching for in terms of YouTube, I found it. You know, like people saw my content, they thought it was good. I've had big YouTubers acknowledge my content and praise my work, call me a great content creator, you know, praise my editing skills, my ability to construct videos. I've already got all the validation I need. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, in a way that's kind of made me like chill out a lot more in terms of YouTube. You know, because I was never part of the community, so yeah, I'm kind of like happy with how things turned out for me anyway in terms of YouTube. Because I'll be honest, yeah, a bunch of creators or people trying to be creators don't even get that far. Like, how many people, yeah, and I'm not saying that these men were like my role models or nothing like that, or I watched them bare because I didn't, but like people who damn near like celebrities to me came out and acknowledged my work. You know what I'm saying? And like Lewis is basically a fucking celebrity, bruv. Like Lee Gunn is basically a fucking celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Northside's pretty like a celebrity. At least that's how I look at them. Whether people look at them like that or not, I'm just saying how I look at them. Like these are like proper YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at them as celebrities. You know, all these men acknowledging my work, you know, giving me praise. We Are Tottenham TV acknowledging my work. You know what I'm saying? Sava acknowledging my work. All of these lot who are big content creators who like earn some actual money from this YouTube shit. I've been acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? I'm lucky enough to where people have seen my talent and they know, or at least my supposed talent, you know, and they know what I'm on in it, and that's enough for me because I know I'm not gonna make it as a YouTuber. So it's enough for me to have been recognized as someone who could have made it in another lifetime. If I had more opportunity, you know, if I had more time, if I was able, or if I was in a situation in my life to where I could focus on YouTube instead of it just being a side thing, I could have made it. You know what I'm saying? I could have made it, but unfortunately, that's just not how life works. I know I can't make it, and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I put more dedication into it than anyone I know, and I'm okay with the fruits of my labor, and if that's what you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with it because I've done. I know that I can look back here and then say confidently that I've done pretty much all I could have done on YouTube, and I'm happy with what has come through now because it was all worth something in the end. You know what I'm saying? Like people can't take away what I've done for myself on YouTube. Like no one can take that from me. You know what I'm saying? So in a way, I'm happy. I don't mean to like isolate you from like from it, Mike's, but it's just something that's important to me, like as a person on a personal level, because sometimes I forget that, and sometimes I look too much into it, like because remember there was like a few months where like I was just on like 1.52, and I was like, oh, maybe this is where I just fall off in it. Maybe this is just where my community just ends, and I have this group of people, and you know, like I was okay with it, but like I don't think I give myself enough credit sometimes because it's like, damn, I really did do all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I have got recognized by everyone who could have recognized me, maybe apart from expressions, I guess, in terms of the YouTube sphere. Well, everyone else who had ever wanted to like acknowledge me has acknowledged me. So there's even Saeed fucking acknowledged me. You know what I'm saying? Look at Saeed, bro. Who am I to Saeed? He acknowledged me too. So everyone except for Basic Expressions who could have acknowledged me has acknowledged me that I care about. So I'm fine with where I'm at personally, and I just know that everyone else knows that I'm good at what I do, and it's only until I get recognized by the larger community if that ever happens. But I'm okay with where I'm at now.
Fair enough. I have a lot I could say, but if I did, it'd be double the time of the stream. So I will keep it to the video that I'm releasing on Thursday. But put it this way, I am not the same Mike's that I was last year in terms of the mindset of doing this. And that's fine. Personally, if you're going to do football content, you should have your own niche to a certain variety, whether it's skits, music, or stand-up comedy, etc. The problem is with what you're saying, bro, is with like the first part you're saying is right. You see, the last 3 bits can only apply, like, for example, skits, what Elijah's doing. He's made it relevant as part of his niche. The music has, like, that's why I put all my eggs into into other baskets, because the music can't actually benefit the football content. You doing stand-up, for example, cannot benefit the football content. But I get what you're trying to say. Everyone should have their own niche. But if you mean like it's an extra basket to fill, then yeah, I agree. But in terms of if you're going to do football content, you should have your own personal niche, just a certain variety. There's no way I'm going to be able to add what I do musically, for example, to that. All that man do, and this is not a criticism, it's jump on stream, nothing overplaying green screen, run about their football team, no long thing. No, I hear it, Damien, you're right. I use those 3 as an example. Yeah, no, I get what you mean, but my point was like, for example, people having a certain niche in the football space will have to still have something to do with their content. But that's a conversation for another day. I'm going to end it here because I want sleep. But subscribe to Elijah. Link is in the title, people.
Watch my skit. My skit's just come out like an hour ago. So watch my skit.
Yes, the skit has come out. And I didn't know you were dropping a Kendrick Lamar Spurs fan skit. That's actually quite funny. I'm looking forward to watching that.
That's why I didn't tell you. Yeah. I didn't tell you.
I hear it. You ain't writing songs about West Ham. No chance. No chance. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, for the GVO show. Need to shout the guys, but we probably will be. And then after that, won't be a stream for a while. But yeah,